Staff and Wire reports February 18, 2019 Major League Baseball is unilaterally starting the use of pitch clocks for spring training games. With the sport looking for ways to speed the pace of play, pitchers generally will have 20 seconds to deliver to the plate when teams play exhibition games in Arizona and Florida beginning this week. The intention is to get players and umpires accustomed to the clock in the event MLB makes the rule change for the upcoming regular season. "We will start getting ready for the possibility that we're going to use the pitch clock on opening day," Commissioner Rob Manfred said Sunday at Spring Training Media Day in Florida. "We have to get going." After the 2016 and 2017 seasons, players rebuffed management's proposal for a pitch clock. Owners have the right to implement one this year without consent, but Manfred has been reluctant to initiate on-field modifications without agreement from the players. "We're still hopeful that we're going to make an agreement with Tony on pace of play initiatives," Manfred said. "I just think that whether it's by agreement or otherwise, the only prudent course for us at this point is to be in a position to proceed if in fact we have an agreement or decide to do it. Under our collectively bargained right to do that," Manfred said. The rules involving the clock will be phased in, and won't start immediately with ball and strike calls. But there will be a functional clock in Grapefruit League and Cactus League games. Management's proposals have said a clock would not be used after foul balls. Pitch clocks have been used in the high minors since 2015. Mike Moustakas and the Brewers are nearing a deal that would keep the third baseman in Milwaukee for a guarantee of $10 million, a person familiar with the negotiations told the Associated Press. The sides were negotiating a deal that includes a mutual option for 2020, the person said. Moustakas, 30, hit .256 with 8 homers and 33 RBIs in 54 games for Milwaukee, which acquired him from the last-place Royals on July 27. Moustakas's deal would be his second in a row for one guaranteed year on the free agent market. He rejected a $17.4 million qualifying offer from Kansas City after the 2017 season and returned to the Royals in mid-March for a one-year contract that included a guaranteed $6.5 million. Get sports headlines in your inbox, the most recent sports headlines delivered to your inbox every morning. Thank you for signing up. Sign up for more newsletters here. Madison Bumgarner was joking when he told manager Bruce Bochy he absolutely refuses to pitch behind an opener. "It won't happen, anyway. San Francisco's ace lefty is hardly a likely candidate to follow someone else to the mound who works the first inning. If you use an opener in my game, I'm walking right out of the ballpark," Bumgarner wrote in a text to Bochy after new team president of baseball operations Farhan Zaidi said in December the Giants were open to the idea. "Everybody in this clubhouse knows what kind of teammate I am," Bumgarner said. "Some people may have forgotten that. Not in here." Hockey Brienne Jenner and Blair Turnbull scored. Shannon Shabatos made 38 saves, and Canada's women's team skated past the United States 2-0 on Sunday to win the inaugural rivalry series. The Americans generated a lot of offense, especially during goal-mouth scrambles during a 21-shot second period and in the final minutes. Savannah Harmon had a goal for the Americans negated by goaltender interference in the third. The Americans won the opener 1-0 on Tuesday, and Canada evened the three-game series with a 4-3 victory Thursday. For Don Cherry, a man known for his flashy attention-seeking suits, perhaps the irony was lost on him when he espoused a "get-off-my-lawn" persona when discussing the topic of the Carolina Hurricanes' post-game celebrations. The Hurricanes have been doing a lot of winning lately, and providing a lot of post-game entertainment for their home crowd, calling the celebrations the "Storm Surge." On Friday, the Hurricanes celebrated a 3-1 win over Edmonton with Dougie Hamilton leading the crowd with Viking claps followed by tossing an imaginary home run pitch to Warren Foegele. The team has even organized a game of Duck Duck Goose along with bowling and human dominoes. But there's no room for that kind of celebratory behavior in hockey, Cherry said. The 85-year-old railed against the Hurricanes on Saturday. "These guys to me are jerks," he said. And I'll tell you one thing, they better not do this in the playoffs. This is a joke, the Hurricanes' social media team didn't hesitate to reply. The team changed its Twitter bio to, "That bunch of jerks with the fun celebrations." College's Jordan Chapman finished with 17 points, and Nick Popovic had 15 to carry the Boston College offense, with star Kentucky Bowman under the weather in a 64-57 win over visiting Miami. Chapman became the 44th player in school history to score 1,000 points, the senior guard reaching the milestone on a three-pointer at 14:47 of the second half. Bowman had 6 points on 3 of 11 shooting after coming down with a 102-degree fever Saturday night. BC, 13-11, 4-8 ACC, won its second straight game after losing 4 in a row. Ebuka Isundu scored 14 points for Miami, 11-14, 3-10. In women's basketball, Nafisa Collier had 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals as No. 4 UConn routed host UCF, 78-41. 5 players scored in double figures for the Huskies, 23-2, 11-0 American. KK Wright was the only offense for the Knights, 20-5, 9-3, for most of the game, scoring 17 points. Miscellany. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman does not intend to buy Manchester United, the kingdom's government said, while confirming its sovereign wealth fund had held sponsorship talks with English soccer's most successful team. One of the best runs of Marcel Hirscher's career allowed the Austrian great to coast to a third slalom title at the Skiing World Championships in Sweden. Hirscher suggested after the race this could be his last ever Worlds. Riley Opelka won his first ATP Tour title, beating qualifier Braden Schnur, 6-1, 6-7, 7-9, 7-6, 9-7, in the New York Open. The 6'11" Opelka hit 43 aces for the second straight match. The final one went things after an overturned call had helped him set up match point. Marco Cecchinato of Italy won the Argentina Open final, taking his third career title and disappointing home crowd favorite Diego Schwartzman. Cecchinato easily beat fourth-seeded Schwartzman, 6-1, 6-2. Football. Former NFL Executive of the Year Reggie McKenzie has been hired by the Miami Dolphins as a senior personnel executive under general manager Chris Grier. The move was the latest change in football operations for the Dolphins following a 7-9 season. Grier was given more authority last month, and Brian Flores was hired as coach to replace the fired Adam Gase. McKenzie won the 2016 NFL Executive of the Year award for his rebuilding job with the Oakland Raiders after the death of owner Al Davis in 2011. But McKenzie clashed with new Raiders coach John Gruden and was fired in December shortly before the end of a 4-12 season. Oakland backslid following a 12-win season in 2016, and McKenzie's 2 most recent drafts failed to produce many impact players.